Good evening from down under, everyone. My name is Splits, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Super Robot Wars Y cross playthrough. There should be, I believe, part 39 in the series, I want to say, roughly that. And we're going to be doing Double Heart. Um, so we'll sort out these little two assist chats, or ace chats first, and then we'll get straight into it. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have been enjoying so far, otherwise we shall get straight into it. I have sorted out all the items off screen. I did peek my head into the mission very briefly just to see what a certain character's morale would be for parodic converter use, but yeah. I have to make sure I take one specific pilot as well. I mean, one's going to be deployed automatically, the other not so much. The good thing though is I won't have to worry necessarily about not having the bless and cheer, because I'll have access to that in the map at the start, so. My dog is clearly going off a rocket just a little bit, so I do apologize. Sorry, my doggo. So it's a very bleak day outside, so she might be reacting to the weather, I'm not entirely sure. Alright, to Double Heart we go. From the mess hall. I'm so mad. Come on, Alan, be caught. How can I? The whole place is Poseidon Fortress territory. Floating city that they and the Drake army are based out of is in the Norwegian Sea, which means all the Scandinavian lies under the It means that all of the Scandinavian lives under the shadow of fear that Poseidon Drake might strike. Spying energy to Northern Europe sounds good on paper, but it could mean the A event's arrival simply stirs the pot. Of how close we are to the base, I half think we should just take the initiative and make a strike ourselves. Now hold on, LNB, that's not how the A Advent and Shadows do things. But still, going on the offensive would put everyone on board at risk. We have tons of civilians, LNB, come on. One way or another, the final choice lies with Ichika. Daba, Ichika wants to talk to you. She does. Yeah, apparently there's a guest she'd like you and Lissy to meet. A guest for us. In the conference room. It's been too long, Daba Myrode. Amandra Kamandra, so you're the mysterious guest. Lizzie told me you'd come to Earth. I won't deny I've been a bit surprised at how things have turned out. Fortunately, the majority of my fortune came along with me. Having your fortune inventory available is Earth's misfortune, you merchant of death. My. Amandra Kamandra, I've been informed you are the greatest independent dealer of arms in Pentagona. Do you intend to do business on Earth as well? I am a merchant. If there's a demand, I will supply. Are you going to do like back in Pentagona where you sold to the regular army and rebels both? You just dragged out the conflict. That's how you turn the biggest profit. And there are many in your Earth sphere who happily take similar opportunities out there. Are you speaking of Anaheim Electronics and the Bennett Group? It is funny, lately it's occurred to me that even galaxies away, human nature never quite seems to change. So what, are you here on the A event to try and do business? I can't deny I'd like to if possible, but as it happens I'm actually just dropping in for a talk. A talk? As it happens, I was on Servet until recently. Servet, that's the formal name of the fortress of Oldna Poseidon floating on the Norwegian Sea, isn't it? Did you meet Oldna Poseidon in person? A humble merchant does not simply meet with His Majesty Poseidon. However, my trip to Servet did allow me to put an ear to, shall we say, Pentagona's ground. What do you mean? Poseidon seems to be taking this accident in a positive light. Servet is both a city and a spaceship capable of interstellar travel. If Poseidon wished it, Servet could return to Pentagona at any time. Poseidon will not do this, however. It seems it has something to accomplish here on Earth. Is he looking to dominate Earth? Oh no, it's nothing so barbaric. His Majesty desires more than that. What then? Poseidon hopes that humanity's adherence to its more primal aspects, combat instincts and urge to conquer, will vitalize the people of Pentagona. I suppose you could say that he believes people will evolve through conflict. Do you really think that justifies setting the Earth ablaze? Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. I'm afraid I'm not the one you should be lodging complaints with. You're not invading responsibility on this one. As an arms dealer, you're part of this. If you insist, then allow me to make some amends by providing you with weapons. We refuse your offer. A bit hasty, aren't we? I'm sure I can provide assistance the A Evans and Shadows would appreciate. I am a representative of this very nation. I believe that means swallowing my objections and associating with unpleasant people sometimes. But you'd have me swallow poison instead, a poison that runs through our world. So, our whole world, oh jeez. I see. Resident of Chica, you are certainly more than I had expected. But a rude thing to say, you are irredeemable. Queen Sealer. My apologies to Chica, I hope you will allow me to attend this meeting. Of course, it's not a problem. So you are Queen Sealer Lapana. Your fierce beauty outshines even the rumors, if I may say so. Please keep your flattery to yourself. I'm only here to give you a warning. Stop associating with Duke Loft as soon as you can. I'm afraid I cannot accept your warning. I do have a business to run. You think that the longer the war, the more profit grows. What you don't see is that business will be worth nothing in a ruined world. Or do you intend to watch this world burn and then go back to Pentagona? Oh goodness no, I don't think of myself as nearly so above it all as that. I think my welcome is well worn out at this point. Thank you for meeting me, Representative Chica, Queen Sealer. And down my road, allow me to thank you for being a good conversation partner. I'll leave some resources here for you. I don't want your charity. This isn't charity, this is hope. To put it in a more merchant-like way, it's an investment in your future. If you succeed at defeating Old Poseidon, I'm certain you'll patronize the Abadra concern. Now then, let's see if you show me to the dock. Alright, just to be clear, this settles our debt. Pardon me, good ladies, I hope we meet again. Oh, one last thing. I believe that Gawaza Luau is currently stationed at a base near Helsinki. Gawaza Luau. He's one of the extra 13 and basically the second in command of Poseidon's forces. Ever since our time in Pentagona, I've heard rumors he took issue with Poseidon, but Representative Chica, I think it would be dangerous to leave this Gawaza man to his own devices. Queen Sealer. If we want to prevent the virus from spreading, we should eliminate Guerza now while we can. Still. The A event doesn't need to move in directly. I'll go after Guerza. Double hot. Alright, so in this wonderful, wonderful mission, we are getting some upgrades. So, as well as probably a bunch of experience. So I wouldn't be surprised if our average in levels skyrockets again. Yeah, so besides Daba, Show needs to deploy this map as well. Yeah, so by my head count, I think there's like 8 notables in this map. I'm seeing some on screen right now, in fact. Clearly it's going to be the Pentagona and Dunbar crew, so... So for Dunbar, that generally means the trio of morons and Burn, which is the Black Knight. And then for Pentagona, it changes a great deal because there's the extra 13, so there's already 13 of them. But in terms of the Pentagona crew, Gablay and Nee tend to be the more recurrent because they show up as secrets, so well for secret requirements. And then throw in the other baddie every now and then, so in this case we got McTomin and Hitachiya. Yeah, obviously we're not getting all of them because Gawaza is like a ship captain instead of a pilot, so... He's basically Drake, but in Poseidon form. Yeah, good luck trying to tell a Gundam fighter to piss off. That's not gonna work. The Queen itself is here. Oh, Garcia. Oh, she just crit for 99,999 damage. Oh, it's beautiful to see. Mm-hmm. I mean, the extra 13 are all psychopaths, so it's fine. And those who associate with them are psychopaths too, so... I mean, Cross doesn't run. Alright, so this is where we officially get Armored's pilot. Now, all things considered, she can actually handle herself pretty damn well, so... Alright. So we got the morale this time. So we're one off from actually giving the piece of equipment that I wanted to give her, unfortunately. Now let's see what we can pull off. So she needs a love tap first. Just a love tap though. That would probably be enough. Alright, I'm gonna throw in a save, just so we don't have to go through all that again. Yeah, it's fine.
どんな永久にだって急所ってもんがあんだよ。あたしだってやれるわ。
何を食材な。こういうことなのさ、嬢ちゃん。このグルーンに勝てると思うな。
当たるもんですか。
And she starts at level 50, that's amazing. Alright. So with this, should be fatal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, perfect. Alright. I do wonder if I should throw her in the L guy instead.
ここから先には行かせないよ。覚悟。
よくもよくも。
Yeah, unfortunately I don't actually ever mess around with pilot assignments as much as I should. Oh my god, that's 9 levels. That's wonderful. Alright. Oh no, they sent us a bunch of free experience. How are we ever going to combat this? Alright. Alright, so the Grand Gum is force deployed. I mean, we'll want to level up the assist links with what's the word I'm looking for? With oh god, I'm losing my train of thought. Alrighty. Assist links with the Macross girls, so I don't necessarily need the charge. At least on this map. Yeah, we want that for the Unity as well as potential rows. Honestly, probably just the rows, if anything. Alright, 3 have to use this of that one. Then you have some as well. And then whatever we don't get, we can obviously use the battleships, so it should be fine. So... yeah, we'll take you then. We'll just try and get all the, try and get all the, what's that called? Try and get all the Majestic Prince units to get some experience. Oh no!
Yarelu na, Mark 2! イリス、しっかり掴まれ！
ごめん。
もらった！終わりだ！
何？うわ！
It's the Mark II. Now obviously it's going to take us some time to get over to the enemy, but that's fine because we're still on turn 1 and we need to use something a few times, so you know, works out perfectly for us. Alright, so that's one down, two are saved for other people. Okay. Assist link, let's immediately use Rena. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Three. Alright. One. Two. I actually need to use this one before I cut. So who had the just use that and get that out of the way before I have an accident with it. That's 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 'Alright, so that's that one done. One. Two. It's not you. Not you. One of these folks has an iris ring. There we go. Alright, be easy if I just do it. Oh, that was basically everyone but the old guy. Alright. So... Oh. Let me get a bit too much. Alright, 1, 2... Sorry for the boring part, folks. I will try to get through this nonsense as quickly as I can and then get straight into the map. But, you know, gotta do what we gotta do. That should be 3, 4... 5... 6... 7... 8... 9. Alright. Now I will save the rest for later. Alright, so we got a bunch of plebs. And honestly... yeah. So, show's gotta go this way. That's no argument there. So, everyone can just start forming the line, I suppose. Alright, no attacks just yet. We'll just advance everyone up. Not sure why you're submerged there, but that's fine. Alright. Now where are you? So, come over to about here, should be fine. And we will sort you out on the next turn. Alright.
こそばゆいね。ダブリンで鼻つまみがジャンヌ・ダルクとはね。 さっさとくたばりな。おちらよ。
当たるもんか。へえ、いい度胸じゃない。これでとどめよ。ノーベルフラッフ
ー。なんだってんだい。
Yeah, that's fine, Camille. No, you don't need a random kill. Yeah, that's fine there. It's good they're all coming towards me. Now I can do this. Second use. Alright.
そちらの行動は読めてるから。弾道予測終了。私だってやってみせる。
Alrighty. Squish.
しまった。
Yeah, so the goal is to give the Majestic Prince guys a lot of the randoms. And just try to get them all up to Izuri's level again. The word I was looking for. Alright, you need to be saved for a specific individual. Yeah. Alright, Captain Bride, if you'd be so kind to kill that one. Emma can kill that one. Alright. Please kill that one.
敗北を味わわせてやるぜ。やるぜ。高位家電粒子砲もらった。なんだと。よし、撃墜成功。
Cool. That's you sorted. I mean, you're not getting another kill, so this should be fine. Maybe not. I might need to throw something a bit weaker into the mix. There we go. There we go. Tamaki.
作戦が成功したら食事でもどう？
塩辛ご飯一緒に食べてくださいにゃーん。よーし、そーれ。突っ込むぞー。うわりゃー。あれ？さっきの敵どこら？
バカな。この俺がこんな簡単に。
Alright, so that's that one down. And then it's just you left out of the other ones.
今は敵を倒すことだけを考える。
And then we just gotta give
合体を失敗したら
McTomin to
車線
Tatsuya.
上にいる友軍機は交代をもらった。はあ。
Ooh.
もうマシンが持たないのか。脱出する。
But Joe got overkilled. There we go, so obviously around level 50 is where everyone starts getting their valors and stuff, so it's pretty good. Alright, so McTomin's over there, Tatsuya's like all the way back here. So it'll be a while before we get there, but we can move up. He won't need any other kills though, so... Alright, this is where we start. Doing this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, Alright. 3. Alright, we can do that. Do that. Yeah, so we'll focus on getting Miria leveled up on this one because she's the one closest to being rank 4, so Zeta is fine over there. Alright, Sho can come over here. Intuition, Spirit.
当てにさせてもらうぞチャム。
ほう、では遊びはここまでとしよう。
There we go. And now he has his soul as well. Doug's still going for Rucker. And then time to sort out we have Unity over here too. It's pretty close, but not close enough just yet. Alright. Now that should be well and truly fatal. They'll show off the main attack.
Gabre! そうそう好きにはさせん。まさにエネルギーを増す。終わりだ。撃て！もらったぞ、ギャブレ。
That lowest cut in.
どうやら今日のところは私の負けだ。退却する。
勝負あったな。
It's looking like 54 is kind of the new level peak that we're getting, so. But with that now we've only got McTomin to deal with, so. And then everyone else just gets the randoms. Now just make sure about one thing though. Yeah, it's just them. Alright. Wish. 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 And now he has drive. And you'll have Uni next turn. Alright. And this one is actually fine, so by all means kill it. Nope. Nope. Alright. Use that one again. Then do that. Then do that. Then do that. 1, 2, 3. Just do that one more time as precaution. 1, 2. Alright. So far I can murder this one. L and B can punch this one. M is sorted. Alright. And then we just got this to go. Just make sure actually. Yeah, prana converter. Alright. Squish.
貴様ら全員地獄へ送ってやるぜ。グレートの必殺技を見せてやる。サンダーブレイク。私のアトール5が。これが偉大な勇者の力だ。
Oh, that got him to 57 actually, that's pretty impressive. I think it's drive. Alright, so back at the hangar. Seriously though, wouldn't it throw off Poseidon's boys if we told them about Kawasa's plans? Yeah, I don't get it. Poseidon might even take care of Kawasa's whole operation for us. To be honest, I'm not sure. We essentially locked into finding out that Kawasa was up to something. But it's hard to believe Poseidon is totally unaware of this to start with. Do you think he's aware and just ignoring it? Amandra Kamandra said Poseidon wants to strengthen the human race through war. Maybe he'll just keep giving Gawaza free reign to spark more fighting. Leaders ought to be concerned about peace first and foremost, damn it. It could be that he's thinking this way precisely because he's a politician. Huh? There's a certain belief that human civilizations develop primarily through war. There's also an extension of that belief that thinks that peace corrupts people. So what, people should always be fighting? Not in the least. And even if that was true, that wouldn't make a Chica happy. Come to think of it, the World Group believe that environments embroiled in conflict strengthen genes, which is why they hunt like they do. Drake's the same. He once said that peace of Boston World didn't create anything. Humans love war, sometimes it's hard not to think it's just our nature as a species. It can't be that simple, the world's already overcome war once. However, it is true that the world is set into action by war. Queen Sealer. The revolutionary wars and let people discard their hatred. But there are some who still want war. In fact, their ambitions and desire might even be stronger than those who came before. It's all up to the will of mankind. You mean to say the auras of hatred are accelerating conflict? Even I fell into that belief and sought to defeat Gawaza. Yet when I met him, I realized something very clearly. One person alone cannot truly stoke the flames of conflict. That can only happen when many people come together to do so. Gawaza Valero himself is perhaps simply a stoker caught in his own flame with no way out. Swallowed by the flames of war. Boston World, which is supposed to be resting place of souls, was no different. Oh no, I think it's more Drake's fault for making aura machines, that's why there was so much fighting. No, that was just the trigger. Drake's ambition triggered the fighting spirit of many others, and that was what set the world ablaze with war. I can feel something very similar on this planet here. So you think Older Poseidon and Drake Lift were the trigger here? Roughly so, yes. Yet they were just the beginning, the wills of many gathered around them, and together they become a flame that seeks even more fuel. Can we stop something like that? I wish I knew. Our best hope may be destroy the stokers in our metaphor to slay the leaders. Which means Poseidon who would cover the world in war, and Gawaza who wants to be the next Poseidon. Also Drake who's cooperating with Poseidon, and Burn who spreads his hateful aura wherever he goes. We've still got to do it. That's the only way to protect the A-Event's peace and freedom. Wouldn't that be the world's peace and freedom? Hey, start close to home. The bad guys are all going to be coming for the A-Event anyway. True, we'll get there if we just take it step by step. Man, this really the time to be playing the long game? Either way, we've got to do it. When we do, we'll teach Poseidon that people don't need war to live. I have high hopes for you, Dabba My Road. I'm not sure if I'm really worthy of those hopes, Queen Sealer. But even so, I'll still do it. I'll eject Poseidon's tyranny as long as I draw breath. Well, I guess you'll need a mechanic, so I'm in. Well, if you're worried, you can always head out. You finished the L Game Mark II, so you're done here, right? Yeah, Dabba's got me anyway, he's fine. Hey, come on. Stop that, we're not winning anything, we keep fighting our friends. Lewis is right. Hey, if we're going to reject their way, we have to find our own. Gawaza's rebellion, I'm sure it's going to have an effect on the Poseidon-Drake coalition. They're both classic baddies, I bet they're already thinking of how they were going to get one up on the other. We can't lose to guys like that. Absolutely, we'll fight, but we'll fight differently than Poseidon envisions. Because we believe that's our key to victory over him. Alright. So, we've done good this map. And as you can kind of see, we're slowly getting our money back, bit by bit. And perfect uses of our links. So, Military got to 95. Well and truly good. Frey's at 95, Makumo's at 95, Reno's at 50, and the others are okay because at the end of the day, they still need one passive level up to get to rank 3. So we can ignore Frey and Makumo now and focus on the other 3. And then throw the leftover into Milialia just to get her to rank 4. So The real challenge is going to be once they're all rank 3, it's going to be a nightmare. We do have the South American front mission again, so that's good. It means I'll be able to do some grind on that.
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
So what do we got battleship wise? Yeah, so that's fine there. The all, oh, not the all about was the. Yeah, these guys are still a bit behind, but it's fine. So we've only got a handful guys in the under 15 mark, so we're
お
getting
待ちし
there.
ておりました。
Alright, that'll be it for this episode, folks. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.